Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Steve. We're here at Defeating Hair Loss. Bobby D is back with me.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back, Bobby.
Thanks for having me, Steve.
Your hair is always welcome, and you're welcome even more than that. It looks really good.
Thanks,
so
Steve.
awesome. Nice haircut. Tonight we're going to talk about advertising that may be a little shady. Now, you'll notice on this channel, or if you haven't, you might want to take a look at all of our other videos. We will never name any doctors' names. We'll never name any companies' names, any clues on who's doing this and who's doing that. We're not going to come out here and try to attack anyone. I won't even name any countries. I'll say go get a hair transplant abroad, or maybe not. So one of you out there, and thank you, sent me some information, and it was about questions, just as always, and I want to address all of your questions. And I will address all of your questions, just send them in. And it was about a company that's over in the Fort Lauderdale, Miami area that does injectable treatments, injectable meaning hormone replacement. In Florida, I'm sure it's the same in LA, in New York. As people get older, they want to stay young. And there's a big business in hormone replacement. And meaning, just age-defying kind of injectable treatments, working out, obviously diet and exercise, Bobby and I, and we'll be shooting in the gym pretty soon. And we'll talk about that and how that ties into hair. Well, this specifically, let me get my glasses on and I'm just going to go right into it. This is from a company that probably makes 95% of their revenue from hormone replacement treatments. So I don't blame them. They want to get in on a little bit of everybody's action. I don't feel intimidated by it. They have on the website, they have buttons that you can push, and one is for hair restoration. So you go to hair restoration and it says specifically, and I will read, and I quote, regrow your own full head of hair. Are you embarrassed about a receding hairline? ? If so, you're not alone. Just in America, some 50 million men and women are currently wrestling with hair loss. Many of these people are spending a small fortune, upwards of $10,000 on painful hair transplant surgery, which involves weeks of recovery and months of slow progress. Meanwhile, roughly 1/10 of the cost, this therapy treatment can stimulate the hair follicles on your head and help regrow a full and luscious head of hair. Your own hair, in quotes, in parentheses, and with no pain or downtime. And it works by applying blah, 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 blah. Then it goes into, it has a picture of a guy, of course, doesn't have any hair loss, and he's just a stock photo that they purchased off of Google that has an amazing head of hair. And then as you go down, you kind of see some of the science behind it and how they kind of have test tubes and what they do to inject your scalp with this. So here's the point, okay? I assume that anyone that just stumbles across our channel, the channel that Bobby and I are, kind of getting information out there. He obviously went through all this recently. He's had 2 procedures. He was kind of sucking wind when it came to his hairline, coming up on 30, was afraid of the medication. He was the modern day version of a little bit of a tragic situation. Yeah. Not compared to me though, that's not gonna be the case. And we helped him out. What we don't want is you guys falling into this stuff. We don't want you saying, gee, how come I haven't heard Steve talk about all these injectable treatments that can grow all my hair back, my own luscious head of hair. That's a luscious head of hair.
Appreciate it.
You're not getting that with an injectable. Now, we do have injectables out there with the top doctors, and Dr. McGrath, who was your hair surgeon, who was my hair surgeon, has got some really cool technology and some cool stuff. And nobody in that clinic claims you're gonna grow all your own luscious head of hair back. What I will tell you about any injectable, and I'm not gonna get into the specifics of the differences tonight, we will do that on other videos, is that you should plan on it not working at all. Now, it doesn't mean that that's like 50% or 40% of the time. For the most part, injectables that are actual, meat and potatoes, real science, they will increase the volume of the hair. They will make the hair look stronger, thicker, and fuller. That'll happen on a high percentage, but that may not be enough, especially for the cost, especially of the higher end injectable treatments. So when we look at something like this that is making all these promises, and they got a few photos of before and afters that aren't really impressive, not a lot, I need a little bit more. I need a little bit more information. I need a little bit more in regards to maybe a guarantee. If you're gonna put that out there, hey, why not talk about a money back guarantee? I don't know if that's something that they want to talk about or not, but I do. Because what I'm saying to you is that I take personal responsibility for this industry. And I mean that. These videos that I've been wanting to put out, having no idea probably even what a video was in the mid 80s, is out there to try to bring this industry standard higher. To have these kind of clinics that aren't really hair clinics understand it's not that easy. And don't take people's money and promise them things unless you can deliver. Now, I don't know how I'm doing that. I don't know how many people are watching these videos, but I'm trying. And I want to pass that along to you. So when you see something that sounds too good to be true, I don't want to get off on a tangent, but fly to another country, pay $2,500, get a full head of hair. Seems too good to be true, right? So be very careful. And again, I welcome all your questions and your comments. Does that make sense, Bobby?
Makes sense to me, Steve.
It seems a little too good to be true, right?
Sounds like it.
Well, you wouldn't have done that, right?
No.
You're too smart for that. Too smart for that.
Try.
Hey, I hope this helps. Don't forget to like and subscribe.